Alright, we're here in round two. Our opponent is a green-black deck. He's got some really amazing cards in his deck. He's got the Arbor Elf to ramp into. He's got at least 2 Sentinel Spiders. He's got Garrick's Pack Leader. I didn't look too much into his deck after that, but just based on that knowledge, he's geared pretty well against us with the reach and all that. Thankfully, we've got the switcheroos, so I anticipate stealing his Sentinel Spiders, hopefully marking of the vampiring them up and then swinging in with them. So we've got some options available to us in this match, and I mean the Arbor Elf is going to hurt because he's going to potentially drop some fatties fast, but hopefully we can just hit our mana consistently every turn, get those switcheroos, get the value, just make sure that we can. I mean, if we get to the long game, I feel pretty comfortable we'll be able to switcheroo and just out card value him, probably like Tauren's Invocation style, steal his Sentinel Spiders and just get in from above. So we'll see. We've got this is going to be a pretty close match. He's got some good creatures in there. Garrick's Pack Leader looked amazing. I saw him drop a Pack Leader on turn 4 and then turn 5 and 6 Sentinel Spider, both drawing cards. That's huge value, so gotta watch out for that. I wouldn't mind stealing a Pack Leader. Let me think how many 3-powered dudes we have. Maybe we don't have many. We've got the Fairy Invaders, we've got the Harbor Bandit. Maybe that's it. Okay, well, so I'd probably just rather steal a Sentinel Spider, but whatever. He's not here yet, so I guess we'll wait a little bit. Alright, our opponent's here, and this is actually a really good hand. The Giant Scorpions are going to be real good. He doesn't have huge flyers. He does have Ravenous Rats, which is a little bit annoying, but I'm just going to deal with that. At this point I can just discard an island. He's also got Ring of Zathrid, he's got Duty Bound Dead. He's got some good cards in there, for sure. I think that we're going to have to just really capitalize on really capitalize on those switcheroos. I think those are going to be super important in this match. Alright. Force Mage, certainly more underwhelming than a Centaur Courser at this point, since we get to drop this Giant Scorpion. Next turn, I'm very likely to drop the Shade. Potentially drop the Mark the Vampire, but Shade is going to be pretty awesome. If I drop the Mark, that's pretty good start. Actually, and he misses land drop. That's huge for us. Mark or Shade? I think I'd rather do Shade, because then Mark on the Fairy Invaders is going to be nasty. So we'll drop our Shade, dig up our swamp. It kind of walks into Prey Upon, but we get rid of a Prey Upon then. Plus what else? We got a swamp from the Shade, so it's not like a complete loss, Alright, misses land drop again, very good for us. Double Mark. That's pretty sick. I think I'd rather do the Fairy Invaders at this point, so we swing with both. Alright. Almost. You couldn't telegraph a Fairy Invaders, like, anymore. There's no possible way I could have telegraphed this Fairy Invaders anymore. Alright, no problem. We discard a island, since swamps are better right now with this Liliana Shade. I should have actually played the swamp last turn. I don't know what I was thinking. He's not going to attack, is he? No way. There's no possible way he could attack. I seriously could not have telegraphed a Fairy Invaders anymore. Yeah, I was gonna say, if he attacked, that would be shocking. Alright, so we're certainly playing Mark of the Vampire on the Fairy Invaders. Augur's pretty awesome too. Since this now is out of Sentinel Spider range. plus we get to attack with these two. See if he trades both of those for a shade. I wouldn't care if he did. Wouldn't really do much against me. Yeah, I'm gonna accept this. I think this is fine. I still feel like I'm ending up better on this. I could be wrong. I mean, if you think about it, the shade got me a swamp, got in for damage, and took out 2 of his spells. But arguably, the Ravenous Rats, I guess, took care of one of my lands, so it kind of negated the shade. I don't know. I guess shade is better than both of these, but now Sentinel Spider doesn't do anything because of the Fairy Invaders. Yeah, and we can just sleep now, too. I mean, I don't have to sleep. I can sleep next turn. I think we just Augur Scorpion. So we'll get him with both. See if we get some value. Oh, get rid of good creatures, actually. Then we play our Scorpion. Alright, so now if he doesn't really matter what he plays, I mean, Prey Upon, if he boosts this guy, can take out our invaders, but we're still looking way solid with this sleep, plus the mark. I can't really see what he could play this that would, yeah. So now we just sleep and we win. But we're pretty lucky he got mana screwed that game, actually. It's a scary deck to face down. I forgot we had Stuffy Doll. It's a pretty scary deck to face down, so I'm really glad that we got good draws, and he really missed out. So we stole this game. Just good turn progressions. He had poor turn progressions. I feel like Mind Rot's actually pretty good in this match, just because you really bring this in against like the ramp strategies, which he's not necessarily a ramp strategy, but he has ramp. He has at least 1 Arbor Elf. He's got plenty of 5-drop fat. That's good. I can see opportunities where I could play Mind Rot effectively. How good is it on the draw? That's kind of a good question. I'm not exactly sure. I don't think Duress is looking that good yet until I see some more spells out of him. Is there anything I'm playing that looks weak against him? Essence Scatter is very good in this match. So would I rather draw or make him discard? I think drawing is pretty much always going to be better, especially when you have double switcheroo. I like that Water Courser, always going to trade with a Sentinel Spider. That's important. I guess Windrake looks a little bit weaker, but we're short on creatures, and I want switcheroo target, so I'm not sure I want to swap that. Maybe we're just good. I mean, Mind Rot is good in this match, but I'm not sure it's going to be particularly better than anything I've got. Kraken Hatchlings seem unnecessary at this point, since he's kind of just like a fat deck. Fatties are always going to kill the Hatchlings. Yeah, I mean, I think we just stick it out with this and try it again. Okay. Unfortunately for us, we do have to mull. I just don't want to be missing land drops. I don't think that's good. Ooh, this is a pretty bad hand. Yeah, this is a pretty bad hand. We're on the draw. I really don't want to draw lands for the rest of the game, but I think we're going to have to do it. Hopefully we get some, I don't know, switcheroos maybe. Arctic Haven, not even particularly good in this match, to be honest. It's just kind of slow. I guess alright, well, as long as we draw non-land, as long as we're drawing spells, I'm gonna be happy. But this is an unfortunate hand to keep. I feel like this can fall victim to flood very easily. I don't know how many Timberpack Wolves he has, but Randy and I think Randy made a point about this card that I like a lot. It's that Timberpack Wolf like draws removal just because you're like scared of it, you know? You're like scared that your opponent could have more of them. So the intimidation factor on it alone, that was a good draw, by the way. The intimidation factor on it alone is like enough to make you question whether you want to use your removal on Timberpack Wolf or not. Like if he drops another Timberpack Wolf here, it's quite a threat. Force Mage 2, pretty good. So the question, do I drop the Arctic Aven or the Giant Scorpion first? I'm pretty sure we drop the Aven, because if he doesn't drop the answer to it next turn, we get to do Lifelink plus Giant Scorpion, so pretty clearly the Aven. I mean, it turns life totals around. Alright, that was our first land draw. I guess I can't complain too much. I do like the Arctic Aven quite a bit, and I think it was worthy of the splash. I'm glad. So far it's panned out pretty good. Somehow we've been hitting our 1 planes pretty consistently. So he knows I'm not going to block. So we're eating another 4. But he's not at Sentinel Spider mana yet, and if he preys upon, it eats up 2 cards for Arctic Aven, so that's not too bad. I mean, not too terrible, but kind of unfortunate, but not the worst it could be. Next turn we're definitely dropping the Scorpion, getting in for 3 lifelink. Ooh, Disciple. It's kind of cool. It's a good card. Net cards, gain life. Anything else? No, that's it, but still, that's enough. It does its job. Alright, another Scorpion was very good there. So this is, I mean, he's probably at Sentinel Spider range now, but we can do some stalling until we get like a Mark of the Vampire online or Switcheroo, anything like that. Nice thing about Mark the Vampire on Giant Scorpion is he has to double block it, because even the Sentinel Spider's not going to do it. And Death Touch with, like, you know, more power is just dirty. So he's got to drop the Sentinel Spider here. Oh, Essence Drain. Well, that was a good spell. We still look alright, though. He doesn't really, yeah, he doesn't have anything good going on. So, okay, we drop our Windrake. Leave up the Essence Scatter mana. We don't have it, but he doesn't know that. So Mark the Vampire off the top would be good. I would really like to see one of our Switcheroos, just so we have that protection. Tormented Soul, that's interesting. Is he playing Dark Favor or Mark or something? Oh, Ring of Zathrid, okay. It's pretty good. That thing grows. It's going to race us pretty effectively. He's got 2 cards left in his hand. Alright, I can live with that. Watercourser was a good draw. So we attack with both, and we drop Scorpion and Watercourser. I mean, we are at this point kind of in a racing situation, but this race is not going to pan out that well for us at the moment. Till we get a Mark or a Switcheroo, then we'll be right back in it. Switcheroo is going to be devastating, but we have to see it. I would definitely Switcheroo the Tormented Soul. Once we get that Tormented Soul, even if he gets the Ring of Zathrid back, just the fact that it's growing is going to be enough. So what are our attacks? I guess it depends on what he plays here. Alright, he did have the Sentinel Spider, which is really unfortunate. So we want our Switcheroos, we want, okay, I guess Fairy Invaders is okay. It's actually pretty bad since it doesn't get by the Sentinel Spider. I believe we just attack with the Watercourser and a Scorpion. Double blocking the Scorpion. Alright, I guess we take out the Timberpack Wolf. We also pump our Watercourser for 2 because we have the mana to play the Fairy Invaders still. Yeah, so switcheroo is going to be necessary. Really got to steal that Tormented Soul. I guess if I was him, I would have equipped the ring to the Sentinel Spider, then attacked with it. That would have actually worked out really well for him. I'm glad he didn't see that line. Just because then even if I blocked, he could have just regened it. But then I guess that would have opened him up for attack from the Windrake. Whatever, maybe he played it right. I don't know. He's still got us in a better position than we have him. Until we draw that switcheroo. Hunt Beast is pretty good. Alright, well, we know he's out of threats now, so that's good. Really just want to take care of that Tormented Soul. Essence Scatter looks pretty terrible right here. That was a really bad top deck. It literally does like nothing for us. So if I attack with Water Courser, probably just trades with the Hunt Beast. But I don't have a lot of choices here. I mean, I need to keep some pressure on just because Water Courser isn't doing anything for me. Yeah, so we're going to lose to this Tormented Soul unless I can get some action going pretty fast here. Yeah, we pretty much need that. We really need that switcheroo. So I can give him a Windrake for the Tormented Soul and then kill him with his own Tormented Soul. Yeah, so he finally saw it, which is the correct line to play. We just block with the Giant Scorpion. Force him to regen. I could have blocked with the Windrake too, but I think I'd rather give him a Windrake with a switcheroo than a Giant Scorpion. Just because then he can't really attack us with the Windrake anyway. So yeah, we're in a pretty bad spot. I think that maul hurt us quite a bit. I kept a 6-card hand, 5 lands. Not very good. Switcheroo? No? That sucks. Alright. I mean, we get in for 5, but then we die on the backswing. I think we're dead anyway, but we'll see if he sees it. I don't see any way to really come back from this. Kind of a disappointing way to lose. I don't like that we didn't see an answer in all those turns. 2 switcheroos, I guess. What else did we really have as an out? I'm pretty sure we had some more. Unsummon. God, Unsummon would have been phenomenal. Unsummon would have been phenomenally good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're dead. Well, we tried. Oh, good. He's going to show us another card. Oh, just regen. Why did he regen? Alright, so we got game 2. Do I think anything's better against him yet? I mean, I still think Mind Rot's good, but not better than anything we've got. Yeah, I'd really like an out to that stupid ring, but I don't have it. Do not have an out. Downpour, maybe. No, I still don't like it in this match. Yeah, if I'd seen Stuffy Doll too, that would have been alright. Not great, but alright. Yeah, I mean, my deck should be fine against him. We just didn't see our switcheroos. We didn't see our sleeps. God, sleep would have been sick at a certain point. Mark would have been really favorable. We just didn't see the right tools. That's all. We'll try it again. Would like to play first. Please, good hand. Ooh, God. We're gonna keep it. We've got stuff at 2 mana to play. We've got the tools we need to really make this good. I mean, it's a little bit unfortunate that we're at 2 mana, so we're really just hoping to get some lands. But if we don't get the lands, we don't get them. Nothing we can do about it. I still think that was a keepable hand, just because we have plays, you know. Alright, that kind of sucks, but it's okay. Definitely gonna need those lands. I'm kind of afraid to play Augur, just because if like we see 3 lands off of it, it's like it's gonna be devastating. Oh, all right. I mean, do I hold the Augur? I don't think I do. Oh man, please don't be 3 lands. Please give me value. Alright, it was only 1 land, and we did get value, so I like it. Unsummon was actually an excellent one to get. I mean, I would have liked that swamp, but I'll live with that. I think the unsummon is actually exactly what we needed to at least buy some time. We've got some very good threats in our hand. Alright, Scorpion, so he effectively stalls up the board, but that's okay. I can live with that. Ah, really didn't want to miss that land drop. That's so sad. Okay. Not gonna get frustrated. Gotta accept it. It happened. I have 17 lands, 14 remaining. 50%. Every draw is 50% land chance. And then we'll get our divination going and be okay. He should attack there. Oh, I guess I could have double blocked it, but I don't think I would have. All right, thank God. So. Oh, well, I guess I don't play the divination until next turn, because otherwise I'm just discarding, so that's not good. Drop our own Scorpion, so now we have a good blocker. I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like if I get a mark on this giant Scorpion, that's a big deal for him. A lot for him to deal with. Pack Leader's very good. I want to switcheroo that. Alright, so we play the divination, get our land. Ideally, I mean, we could miss. Alright, good. So we did not miss. We don't have to discard. Should have played the island for the unsummon, but I don't think I'm going to unsummon yet anyway. That Pack Leader is a annoying dude, though. Really annoying. What's my play next turn? Am I dropping a Shade? Arctic Aven, maybe? That's not a big deal. So what are we discarding? Can also drop Stuffy Doll next turn, too. Might not be a bad time for it. Possibly the Aven. It's just not super impressive in this match, but it is like our only evasive creature. Liliana's Shade is just good. It's a good threat, but we have a lot that we're doing with our mana at the moment. Arctic Aven has the best potential upside if we mark it or if we get our planes. How good is Stuffy Doll in this match? I feel like it's pretty good. I mean, he's going to have a hard time getting through our defenses. Even if he gets the Tormented Soul, we've got the Unsummon for when it gets huge. It's a tough choice. I believe dropping the... It's Aven or Shade or Doll. He doesn't have any flying defense at the moment, but he's probably got a Sentinel Spider. I think Aven's got the least upside. It is very good, but we know he's got multiple Sentinel Spiders, so most of the time it's just going to be... I mean, at the moment it's just a 2-1. Could have also dropped the island because I've got the Shade, but I didn't want to do that either. Stuffy Doll's really good to drop on a double switcheroo. Dirty. Alright, so play the Stuffy Doll now. I didn't realize you could choose yourself with Stuffy Doll. That's kind of interesting, actually. Alright, Stuffy Doll is going to do some work for us. Oh, we could sleep and get in for not enough, so I think that we just Shade, drop a Swamp. Pass turn. Double switcheroo in the hand with the Stuffy Doll on board. I'm feeling pretty good. He would have to play Mark of the Vampire on his Primal Hunt Beast, but then even then I'm blocking with Stuffy Doll, so that's not doing anything. Ouch! That, double Ravenous Rat there. I should have held that Swamp, but I wanted to pump him more. Alright, so now what do I drop? I feel like both those switcheroos are important. The sleep is more important, though. How important is the Mark? I feel like Mark is always pretty important, especially with the Stuffy Doll, so then we're gaining life, too. That's tough. I really don't want to drop switcheroo. I feel like I could trade an Augur for a Garrick's Pack Leader right now, and then his board would just sort of suck. Oh, this is a tough choice. Mark or a switcheroo. I think I'm dropping the Mark. It just doesn't seem absolutely integral for my victory at the moment. Alright, well, hopefully 2 Ravenous Rats is all he's got. We're going to get a Swamp off that, so then we can get in for more value at this, but other than that, we're just hanging out. Stuffy Doll on board makes me feel pretty good. I can swap at a moment's notice. Yeah, so I don't need the planes anymore because I discarded my one reason to get it. So Evolving Wilds is just going to dig a Swamp so we can turn this into a 5/5. And actually, he'd probably double block. Oh, he'd probably just block with the Giant Scorpion, I guess. So maybe I sleep next turn, but I don't know. Our board, I mean, I don't have to yet. That's the nice thing. I don't want to sleep until I absolutely have to. We've got a lot of good draws we could get. Alright, I'm going to hold that island, though, just in case. I don't want to attack into a Giant Scorpion. I'm just going to chill. Once I have him on a 2-turn clock, I can do the sleep. Let me think about that, actually. If I sleep next turn, I can get in for 5, 6, 7, 9. It's pretty good. He doesn't have any good attacks into the Stuffy Doll. Stuffy Doll's doing work. I mean, I could sleep him now, get in for 3, 4, 9. I don't want to do it yet, though. I'm just not quite ready to do it yet, because I just feel like it's not necessary. This Stuffy Doll is putting him in just a tough spot, where he really just needs to start dropping creatures. I can switcheroo at any point. I can sleep at any point. Anytime the game gets out of my favor, I just sleep him, and he can't do anything about it. I mean, if he's got Mind Rot, I'd probably just discard one of my switcheroos in an island. He doesn't have any plays through this Stuffy Doll. So far, it looks like this game is going to end with us winning. Alright, Fairy Invaders was an excellent draw. So we press the threat even more. I think he's just dead. Yeah, he's dead next turn with the sleep plus all-out assault. So I think this is his last turn to do anything. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Pretty sure he's just dead from the sleep. So we're going to drop the Fairy Invaders. We're going to sleep. That's going to be 3, 8, 9, 10, 12. He's going to... yeah, so it's exactly lethal next turn. I wonder if he knows that yet. He might not. Alright, so should have the victory here. I don't really know how he would get out of this. Yeah, I'm not convinced he can get out of this. Yeah. So we sleep him. And it's exactly lethal. Could have a murder, but he's still so far behind then with the no untap. It's not going to matter. I have no idea how he would come back from this. With the double switcheroo in hand, yeah, I think it's impossible for him to come back from this. Even if he had an answer to this shade, like a murder. Yeah, so he's still going to take 3, 4, 7. Yeah, he's not untapping, so he's dead next turn. Especially with the unsummon. Yeah, he's still dead. I don't know how he's winning this still. Sentinel Spider does nothing. Does not change a damn thing. Essence Drain, on the other hand. Well, let me think about that. If I unsummon my Fairy Invaders, strike back for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't want him to gain that. So he's got to have another play. Alright, he's dead. He's got mana for another murder, though. Something to keep in mind. Still feel like we win this. I mean, he could have another murder. Double murder? Wow. This guy had a great deck. I still feel like we've won this, but this guy has a great deck. Yeah, we're still fine. I mean, I could switch her now, but I've got plenty of good options here. He doesn't have good attacks. I've got Fairy Invaders. I've got Essence Scatter. I've got Switcheroo. If he has Predatory Rampage, then I guess I die. Alright, we got the match. Sweet. This guy had a great deck, though. Wow. Double Murder, Essence Drain, Garrick's Pack Leader, multiple Sentinel Spiders. Ring of Zathrid was crazy good in his deck. That guy had an excellent deck. I'm really happy we won that. And Stuffy Doll was like doing awesome stuff. I'm glad we picked that up. This is the first time I've gotten a chance to play with it in Limited, so it felt really good. He never had an opportunity where he could attack me and feel good about it. And that was exactly what I wanted Stuffy Doll to do in this deck. Just buy us time to get our amazing spells online. We never even had to play a Switcheroo. That was a sweet game. I'm glad that worked out. Alright, we're on to the finals.